What's up guys, Adam here from my Houston backyard garden. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 vegetables and herbs that you can plant in July for hot regions. So let's get growing. So one of the things you guys want to keep in mind before you start planting your vegetables and herbs in July is your first frost date. You want to make sure that your vegetables and herbs have enough time to mature and produce a harvest before you hit that first frost. The first vegetable that I'm planting in my July garden are eggplants. I'm growing 2 different varieties of eggplants today. Both should set fruit and mature within 70 days. Eggplants are actually a perennial in Southeast Asia, so they're no stranger to heat. That makes them the perfect crop to plant in hot regions. I'm actually succession planting these eggplants today, so I'm replacing old plants that have died and putting new eggplant transplants in. That way I'll have a bigger harvest later in the season. The second vegetable that I'm growing in my July garden today are sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes do very well in hot regions, but they take a little extra time to mature, around 90 to 100 days. So I expect to have my first sweet potato by around October. The one thing you need to know about sweet potatoes is they need soil that drains very well and they need a lot of access to sun. The third thing I'm adding to my July garden today is basil. Basil is very easy to grow from seed and it's much more cost efficient than to buy plants. It grows very well in warm weather, so it's a perfect crop to grow in July. I'm replacing some of my old basil plants because once they flower, they start to taste a little bitter. So it's a good idea to plant new basil seeds in July. The fourth thing that I'm adding to my July garden today is Cuban oregano. Now Cuban oregano has a much stronger smell and taste than regular oregano. It's also a member of the mint family, so you want to be careful where you plant it. I'm planting my oregano in a container so it doesn't overtake my other plants. I'm also growing Italian oregano too, and one thing to know is that oregano really loves hot weather. I'm growing my oregano in this green stock vertical garden tower. If you guys want to pick one of these up, you can get $10 off by using the code Backyard Gardener. The 5th vegetable that I'm adding to my July garden today is okra. Okra is an excellent vegetable to grow if you experience hot weather in July. It takes 50 to 65 days to mature. If you live in zones 8 to 10, you should experience plenty of okra before your first frost date. The 6th plant I'm adding to my July garden today is sage. Sage is a must-have in my garden, and it grows very well in containers like this green stock vertical garden tower. Remember, use the code Backyard Gardener to get $10 off and use my link to get an additional $10 off. But sage does very well in hot weather, so that makes this the perfect crop to grow in July. I'm growing 2 varieties of sage. New Year's sage, which is like a regular sage, and pineapple sage. I wish you guys could smell this pineapple sage because it smells so good. Alright guys, so that was 6 vegetables and herbs to plant in July for hot regions. If you guys are starting a garden in July and need some help with soil, I have a video on how to mix your own soil, so go ahead and check that video out next. But if you found any value or liked this video today, give it a like and subscribe for more gardening and recipe videos.